No? Oh no? Oh, please, please, I want to open it. Welcome everyone to the Black Plasma SMP first episode. I am Monk27p, an animator for Black Plasma Studios, and yeah, well, I am now starting an official series, recording videos. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of building and just playing the game and having fun with just different people. But yeah, this is the first episode. The plan, finish this house, give you a bit of a tour, and yeah, for a first episode, let's see how it's go. Let's roll the things. Let's go. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, we got the spyglass. And let's go into our episode. And you can see my eyes. So if anyone is curious currently where I am on the Black Plasma SMP. I'll leave the server IP and stuff in the description below if you want to have a look at it. However, obviously in saying that, it's currently only open to patrons and a few other select people. You can join the general Black Plasma server if you want. However, yeah, you won't be able to access the SMP probably for a while. It may go public at some point, though I think we may be changing that. Guess we'll see. But there's other things you could do. You can have a look at the Songs of War World. There's different events that get hosted here. It's all like on the same like IP and stuff. But if you are a patron to Black Plasma, then you can join the SMP. It's pretty cool. But I'm here. I may be doing a bit of lore. However, I want to focus on doing a lot of building. I've started setting stuff up. I have a lot of plans. I've been holding off on doing a lot of stuff actually because I want to wait until I record my first episode, which is hopefully today. But here we've got a bit of a map. I'm essentially going to be remodeling an entire village. Spearley's over here, so it's just up over that way. Again, I can't. I'm so used to using Optifine Zoom now that I'm using Replay Mod. Essentially, the plan for the series is going to be doing a lot of building. I'm going to be revamping this entire village. This is the house at the moment. It's only been started though. I've got a lot of farms, mob farms and stuff going on up over there. Again, I can't zoom, so I guess we got Optifine Zoom. I may get a little involved in the lore, however, I'm probably going to be a lot quieter with that. But we shall see as the series goes on. I'm so used to using Optifine Zoom. And essentially this is the village. I'm going to be probably taking down a lot of these houses and essentially just rebuilding them. Like this house is probably going to be removed. We've got a lot of these houses right here. I'm going to be doing like a custom portal at some point, but just obviously doing the shape. Obviously worth a mention, I'm pretty far forward in terms of progress at the moment. I mean, I'm full netherite, essentially maxed apart from the boots. I still need depth strata. I'm not depth strata, I need soul speed, but apart from that, they're basically maxed. Got a lot of farms going. There's still a few farms I want to do, essential ones. But again, I've kind of holded off on wanting to do videos for them. But I'll look over there in a bit. But all this is going to be kind of like cool center of the village. It'll probably be terraining a bit here. We're doing a lot of kind of custom buildings like what I've got for my house at the moment. These are all going to be removed, and all these houses or buildings are eventually going to have like a purpose. Like I know I want to have one house as like kind of like a super smelter, have like a kind of fantasy room. Eventually, I'm going to essentially be remodeling this entire village. That's kind of the plan in terms of building. I don't know, maybe there'll be some lore behind the building. I know Fadeless, Banjo, and a few of the others, I think Posey, a lot of them are doing kind of like lore stuff. And I probably will get a little involved with that. Although honestly, I'm just here to play Minecraft, so we shall see. But I think it'll be pretty cool. I think they're having fun with that stuff, and I'm going to be having fun just building and grinding the game, because honestly I do like grinding the game. This is kind of startup stuff. Going to be moving a lot of this farm. I guess we can start going on a proper tour. And then we've got the agricultural / industry island, essentially very flat. Got a lot of different farms. Got a sugarcane farm. All these are going to be expanded and decorated and built properly. By the way, these are just very temporary. But everything's going to look a lot nicer. Like I want to have like barriers and stuff around the farms. These farms are probably going to expand. These will probably be filled in. But these will be actually decorated and built to look nicer at a later date. Same with here. This is going to be an entire like industry things. A lot of these are going to be turned into like shops. We've got our creeper farm. Got our iron farm. Again, these will obviously be decorated later. We got a melon/pumpkin farm, although it's only pumpkins at the moment. Good, that's still working. It's broken a few times for some reason. This is going to kind of be like a little center of the like industry island. This obviously for the iron farm will be expanded. I want to build a wood farm here. Eventually I'm going to have a copper farm. Anyone that hasn't been on the SMP yet, or hasn't seen me in Discord and stuff, I have a weird obsession with copper at the moment, because I'm going to be using copper a lot for the buildings over there, for the roofs. Potentially, we shall see, but I've been hoarding copper. But yeah, this entire thing will be filled with like industry kind of stuff, farms and shops, and the village itself will also have a lot of shops, like I mentioned, even things like furnaces, super furnaces, whatever you call super smelters. But yeah, we've got a lot of other farms over here. We've got all the wool, and we've got bees, obviously bees for the copper. Well, I probably will oxidize some of the copper, but essentially, yeah, at the moment, a lot of farms. That's a very short tour. I don't have a map of like the entire server at the moment. I'm quite far out. I think Fade is directly that direction over the snowy mountains. Yeah, just off over in that direction is Fadeless Banjo, and also directly that way is Spawn. So if I wanted to go that way, I can. However, we also do have a few handy things. I can just go /spawn and wow, I'm at Spawn now. Isn't this so cool? Got all these buildings. I can't optimize them, so sad. That's actually a pretty cool house. We've got Dino's house behind all the bamboo. Isn't it cool? And then along that, we can just go /home, if I can even spell. Wow, I'm back home. The end is locked, another thing to note, but we thankfully do have backpacks. This was literally just added yesterday, so if I ever need stuff, I can just do that. Now that would be the intro out of the way, so the point of this video is, well, obviously introducing people to the SMP, and I guess just a few rules, like the end being locked. The plan is to, I guess, get back onto the starter base. Now I say starter base, because I've been watching a lot of Hermitcraft, specifically Koreans, but I've been really admired and inspired by, I should say, a lot of the things that they've been doing all the awesome, like, big builds and just building in general, taking inspiration from the builds that they've been doing, like the gradients and stuff. I'm probably going to be redoing this gradient because I think it's a little too intense, but I want to get into a lot of building on this SMP. Again, I'll probably do a bit of lore, but we shall see. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a mega base. That's half why I mentioned that point, because they particularly like to do mega bases. Also, you got a lot of ping. Being in Australia is not fun with this ping, so there's always delay on things, which are kind of annoying. Tour is now complete, and now we are going to get to work on our starter base. I have plans for this. Obviously, I want this to be 2 stories at least. It's probably going to go a little higher than that though. Down here, I'm going to have some kind of a room, and I want to make a massive room here eventually. Not sure if I'm going to do like a auto sorting machine yet, making a massive room. I think I want to have like an elevator here. It'll drop down into like the room, and then we'll have like all the chests and stuff for like mass storage and stuff at the moment like this. Like that's all spruce wood, so I've started collecting some stuff. But for the moment, storage is here. Be obviously dedicating some rooms and stuff up here. I need to move a lot of these buildings as well. I didn't mention that. I've got enchantment room, temporary furnace place, temporary brewing, and then yeah, these are the old farms. They're going to be moved. I am probably also going to be talking a lot to Fade this seriously. I don't know, be annoyed by him. no, you should find Fade fine. Fade's fine. Fade fine, yes. Yeah, we shall start by building now. Also, yeah, non-griefery, all this is clean, so haha. Okay, actually ignore what I just said, he'll probably come on later. He literally just got off Discord, so yeah, let's get the resources that I need. I think I have most of the resources I need to at least start. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to start recording replay mod, since this is why I don't have my Optifine soon, because I have the replay mod and I have to use Fabric for it. But let's collect all these resources. I am probably going to need a lot more than this, but I want to start. For starters, I actually want to figure out what I want to do for a gradient. because I don't think I want to keep exactly this. This feels a little too sudden. I want to use the deep slate. Maybe I could take out these. The other thing I'm also maybe thinking of is transitioning it. Since this is going to be multi-layered, I could start with the darker stuff and then have the lighter stuff on the second layer. And also say hello to the 2 people that are on. What was that? That's a loud squid. I'm just looking at gradients and then there's a squid that's like, yo. Oh, it's drown mobs, I see now. Die. 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 I'm not saying die, I'm saying ink sac that then turns into die. Yeah? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait, that's darker. Oh, that's light. Great. That was a fail. Oh my gosh, that's so dark. Okay, I think I have my gradient finally. There's probably too many blocks to begin with. Whoops, now I'm getting shot by a skeleton. That's very nice. I think I got my gradient. I probably won't use the concrete. I'm very tempted, maybe, and still kind of maybe, by some of these. I think some of them are just a little too dark. Yeah, I think it's also just a little too much going on anyway. So I think this is what I'm going to do. Got a nice deep slate. That'll go up to a lighter colour. And I'm going to have copper for the roof eventually. I do have plenty of copper at the moment. As I was saying, I have a copper obsession at the moment. Got all that copper. I still want a lot more than that though, which is why I'm going to build a copper farm eventually. This is the gradient that I think I'm going to stick with. So I'm actually going to remove a lot of these things. I'm going to add more kind of sections. I want to add like a kind of chimney bit. I want to have a bit where I use maybe diorite or some kind of wider blocks for like kind of like a bit that protrudes out. Maybe not here, but somewhere on the building. But for now, I think I'm going to go around the entire build, put up this wall, and then I can figure out the details from there. But I definitely want to remove these. This block is a little too dark. I don't think I need those ones either. So that's kind of the plan. And yeah, let's go now that we are recording. Yep, cool. And there we have our first section of the build complete. I've got the basic gradient for the starter 2 layers. I don't think I'll be going past 2 stories, but honestly we'll see. I'll probably put the copper roof just above that. But I am probably going to play with maybe a few extrusions. At the moment the 2 layers kind of just follow the same like shape. But I want to try and get in like different shapes, different like roof shapes. Kind of jutting out of different bodies of like the different rooms. So, and yeah, kind of just figuring out where I want to go from there. Okay, so time lapse currently over. Now we've finished the kind of second layer wall. We started also putting the roof on. Let me actually get my spyglass. I missed my spyglass already. We started building the first section of a roof. I'm going for a kind of like upside down U shape, not quite the A structure, which is what I think they call it, where it's just a typical like triangle. I want to go for something a little more curved, a little more different. But seems as though I am going to be running into a copper problem. I don't actually have that much copper left, so I'm definitely going to need to build that copper farm at some point. But that's starting to come together. I want to do varying levels of different roofs and stuff. This one will probably meet up to about here. It may go all the way to the other side, I'm not sure, but then that will meet with something that will go that way. It may be slightly higher up, and then there'll be like kind of lower down, maybe flatter roofs over the side or something. but got to do like varying different shapes, make it look cool, different, not just like a box. The same thing like what I've done with this house. I may actually extend some of these walls because it's kind of like you're not going to fit much in here, so we shall see about what I'm going to do there. This in particular is very claustrophobic. But yeah, from the outside, that's what I got from the outside. Yeah, I honestly I need to light it up, ignoring that pole, but that will expand back, have some kind of thing here. I think I want to have an attic, probably not quite a third layer, but have something in there. I may continue this gradient up, or just have something different there, but that is yet to be seen. But that's the progress for the house at the moment. Hello everyone, welcome back to the mod. Zombie just died right there, that was a sad day. We need more copper. Well, it's actually been a couple weeks since I've been on, but essentially I've got the entire structure of my house laid out. There's a lot of sections I'm going to be continuing to build up, like I've got those sections which you would have seen in the time lapses that I'm kind of expanding out, but I'm going to do that at a later date. Same kind of like here, I want to have something kind of protruding out of this main face right here, but I've got the main shape out. And also noticing during that time, I created a bit more of a kind of palette, both for the kind of chimney that I'm doing and also just expanding the house. So there are a lot of things I did throughout recordings, at least in terms of like talking, but got a bigger palette now, continuing to do that. I am out of copper at the moment, although I think I'm going to have copper hopefully sometime soon. The thing to know, it has actually been a long time since I've been on. It's been about I haven't been on much probably the past month or two, so there's a big gap between certain recordings, which is one reason. You may also notice that I've got a different mic now as well, so I should hopefully sound a little better, less of those pops, so I won't abuse people's ears. But the plan for next episode is I want to do a whole heap of farms. I'll probably grind a bit more for certain resources, maybe build up a few more bits of the base, but that will keep going on over time. I do plan on doing a much bigger base somewhere, which is probably where I'll have like an item sorter and stuff, but I mean thinking of a lot of plans to do in this kind of area right here, where I'm thinking of creating some kind of like a valley that dips down and then having like a, not like a mega base, but a bigger base over here. So got stuff to plan. We'll see what happens. I probably won't be releasing too many of these episodes. It'll probably just be like a rare episode here and there. This isn't something I'm going to be doing full time or anything, just whenever I want to play, and I'll just record it as I go. But I hope people are kind of interested in this kind of stuff. It's also a question, I may do like a hardcore series at one point or something. I have no idea, don't keep my word on that, because I probably won't. But I like playing Minecraft, so try and do something like this. It's been kind of fun, just figuring out a lot of kind of like building techniques, since that's something that I enjoy doing. But for now, that's probably the episode, unless I decide to add anything. So I hope people enjoyed and can stick around. Let's bring out my lovely, like if I could remember my hotkeys, I'd go Trident. That it'll be a long time between episodes, so don't expect too much, but I hope people enjoy these things. Let me know. And yeah, unless I have anything else to say at the end of this video, I will see you all next time, and in Bumage.